So, welcome back to some more Shadowbringers patch content. Last time we did the 5.1. Lots of cool shit happened. We had a duty. We had Einstein come back, and you know, we were able to play as him. Lots of shit went down, but now we're gonna continue. I've had a day off, so let's get into more MS2, shall we? I'm excited. Xigbar, might I ask a favour of you? Not normally one to pry, but Farman has oddly distracted ever since you came back to tell us all your travels in the first. Would you go and see if she's alright? Wait, what? I mean, I guess I can. There she is. A side quest too for Harmon. What? I mean, I'm not doing it on MSQ recording, but I'll do that on my own time, I guess. That's really cool. I guess I'll do that at some point, but not now. Interesting. I'll definitely check that out at some point, but not now, I guess. Old enemies, new threats. Quite is glad of your return, but it remains to be seen if she has glad tidings to share. I would hope so. Xigbar, what a pleasant surprise. If you've come to inquire about the Archons, fear not. Mass Toya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal aether. You mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exile to complete its work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Oh? Oh hey! Ah, Xigbar, it's been far too long, my friend. Guardian friend. Forgive me, I don't believe we have been formally introduced. Maxima, former Guardian ambassador. I remain here in Eorzea under the auspices of Commander Alden, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah yes, I have heard stories of a defector from Garlemald, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news. Indeed. As you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Guardian forces have been recalled from the Gimlet Dark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance is withdrawn, leaving the Alamegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have been welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Alden has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss his revelations. He'd also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it is clear to whom he wished I extend this invitation. It would seem some time is of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone, but I'm not as well versed in the affairs and city-states of our comrades. I see no reason to burden a single Scion of all this. Oh yeah, hell yeah, Qual, let's go together! Yes, of course, so we must make for the Alamegan quarter with all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two! Bye! The game really sidelines Qual and these MSQ quests, so I'm glad she's getting some more time. I enjoy it. See you later, Taru. Don't worry about the others, I'll keep an eye on them while you and Qual are away. Oh no. Oh hey, Corner's back. Hey buddy. With Var now out on the field, I was asked to return to make up for his absence. Alas, Hoy and the others were unable to accompany me. Onwards to the locks in the Alamegan quarter then, I'll see you there. Oh, we're here, nice. That was a short trip, of course the whole Thumbs Up network. Much has changed since the last time we set foot in this city. Now he's trying to preserve their freedom rather than reclaim it. But we've no time to reminisce. We mustn't keep the commander waiting. Commander Alden awaits us in the Royal Palace, if you would follow me. Time for the big story. Oh, Not saying anything, it's just silent. Hey, buddy! Hey! Look who he is, it's our boy Gaius! Oh my god, he's talking to the bar, this is kind of cool. I'm angry at you for some reason.
They're here, Commander.
Oh god, this is amazing.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured.
It was pretty cool, Barn. I kind of missed you guys.
Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
No.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Yeah. I still don't know how I feel about you.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
It's weird for Barn saying that, but I kind of like it. It shows his character growth.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
I remember that, that was cool.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Ivorus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right.
Yeah, you would know something about Ultima, wouldn't you guys? Because you controlled the first one.
The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
But why?
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing.
Yeah, it called upon the actual power of Ultima.
But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
It would be 7th, wouldn't it? Because that's Final Fantasy 7.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano,
Yeah.
along with its legatus.
Our boy, or our girl, Nell Vandanis.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
The only way I could see this transpiring is this Varus cloned himself. Like, we saw that cloning technology. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to not do anything with it, are they? So I feel like there's going to be something involved in that, maybe.
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Shit. Now?
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
I can be there.
Before you say
provide
anything, I
my
know full
spear.
well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them.
Well, one of the benefits of that other barn is I'm pretty sure the time dilation means me being there for a few days means it'll be only a few hours here, so...
But the
yeah,
fact
we're fine.
remains that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
You motherfucker.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Yeah, hopefully. Assume I don't need to do anything with the first.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first.
So now we're fighting a war on two fronts and two worlds.
I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
I mean, I'll choose the source because this is where I live, but my friends are there. That's the problem. I mean, I would preferably want a way to save them both, but just have to see what happens, I guess. As ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day the plight of the Sirens grows even more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the Ultima weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confirm me before returning to the first. Okay. The way home. Quarl can see the steely resolve in your eyes and suspects he knows to where duty calls you. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you apprise the others of recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Toil and I will continue doing what we can to keep the Corporeal Aether stable. Safe travels, Xigbar. I hope to see you in the other side soon. I will travel to the first then, I guess. Hopefully the thumbs up can travel between dimensions, so let's give it a go, shall we? Okay, we'll just teleport there. Hey, buddy! You've come at a most opportune moment, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul. Oh, fuck. And a means to return to Sion's home. I trust you two have been making good use of your time. Ill tidings from the source, you say? And I will summon the others, or we might all be apprised of the situation. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Hey guys! What's I want to say? I know Frank and Reen are doing the Eden stuff right now, so I'm not going to be here, obviously.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
So Xenos is alive, and they've got another Ultima, and it's not very good at all.
A new Ultima weapon? We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
I can't believe they actually got it word for word. That's kind of weird.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
And what have we got up their sleeves in the old Garlemald?
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
Oh?
Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beclug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Like an ark? Big boat? Oh. A little crystal.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And, after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
It transports mind and soul.
An ark for soul and mind both, that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
Well, this is perfect. Is there any, cons to it? I assume so.
However...
Yeah, here we go.
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allagan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Just gives him blood, I guess.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allagan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past.
Yeah, it's kind of incredible.
But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
I don't like you saying whatever it takes. That scares me. Beyond measure. We're not losing you, Gohatia. I love you. You're our cat boy.
My apologies.
That will not be how that sounds through a door, but sure.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Oh?
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Oh, it's not your fault, Gohatia. No.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Oh yeah. The buddy duo joins together again. We're the only two members left of the Busker squad. Actually, no, we're not. Isidion's still alive. But he's not here, is he? He needs to come back. Also, well, I'm on the back screen right now. Oh, okay. There was no reason. It may simply be my imagination, but Lena has been rather brusque with me of late. You don't suppose she's still upset over that mishap with the salmon fillet, do you? The what? Never have I been in such a repository of knowledge. A stark reminder of what little we truly know of the world. Upon white aurosite's crystalline foundation, we are bound not a prison, but a refuge for the soul. Would that mean breeder were here to see the wonders inspired by research? Yep. Make me feel sad about that character who's only there for one patch. Good. I think we will not only have Xenos to contend with once we return, but a new ultimate weapon as well. Why must all our enemies insist on returning from their graves? Because it's more marketable that way. They all come back outside of Heaven's Sword, which is why I like Heaven's Sword, because it's self-contained. A self-contained story. Right, anyway, we're going to where? Well, that's not where we're going. Wait, what am I doing? Where am I going? Hold on. Do I have left? No, I shouldn't have fucking left. Why'd I leave? I don't know why I left. I didn't even pick up the quest, I guess. Thought I did, but I guess not. Right, anyway, here we go. You can cancel. Alf knows is eager to assist Captain Lena. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it would be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak of Lena? Okay. Yeah, and you over here, you dude. You better make Lena the best fucking salmon fillet ever before I get back, okay? Why, hello there. Sean Lena. I suggest we hurry. Lena does not strike me as the one who enjoys being made to wait. We have little time, so I will be brief. A sin eater has been sighted in the Lakeland, and I asked for assistance in slaying it. Wait, what? A sin eater? I had heard some few made after the night had returned, but perhaps you call the others. That will not be necessary. It is only a single eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness will be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and then gain nothing from an easy victory, but you do not underestimate your foes. However harmless they may seem, my men would do well to learn from your example. Let's be about it then. Really? Why not Alpha? No, fuck off. What force an Alpha to fight it? Excellent, then let's make for Fort Job. That's a good plan. You'll make for Fort Job, I'll make for Fort Aetherite. Because there's an Aetherite right here, I think. Yep. Hey, Alphino. The natives of Amain no longer have a leader to guide them, but they are no less dangerous. They cannot be suffered to live. I agree. If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. I don't know, I became like the soldier of morale, I guess. It's kind of cool. Hey guys! You may not remember, but yeah, I've met these soldiers once before, but only in passing. Long ago they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day as the Sinators attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd have likely stepped through, and I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sinator before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that is no way to honour her or my comrades, and so I returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Truly, it seems like only yesterday I watched as you took flight, astride an ammo to go and save the Oracle. Strange to think that your Maran soldiers will be once blocked blades with are now on our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing one. There he is. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked I escort him to Melt. It took longer than I anticipated. I am not because your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play good host to honoured guests. Won't happen again. The name's Feeler, and I'm sure you don't remember, but we once met before in the infirmary. Did we? Oh, him! I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to him. Don't give up, don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. And the night. My friend got to see the knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives to the promise of a future they'll never know, and so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. That's the spirit. Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern station point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. Okay. I enjoy an interlude. I am wondering if real-life Ardbo is going to appear, because we know he's alive now, and I don't know how that's possible, but I guess maybe we'll find out. Because he didn't have the spirit aura too, which makes me wonder. And to be fair, the game didn't call him Ardbo, it called him a wayward warrior, which confuses me, but I guess we'll find out. We'll find out as we go along, because the MSQ patch is like the drip feed you information, and it's fucking great. The spices! Oh lord! Hey guys. Oh. You already killed it? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd have sworn it was you who killed that Sin Eater. Well, there goes my demonstration, I guess. How do I always get here before you guys? Do you not have like a couch or something?
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
I bet.
By himself.
That you?
Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe he did. I've never seen anything like it.
Axe?
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
But it's our buddy.
A warrior of light?
Is this... But does that mean he's evil then? Because we're warriors of darkness.
Why would someone
now.
go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Maybe because he wants to respect our title, maybe.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Howdy. Oh, there it goes. Oh, so we arrived this to happen, I guess.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
Yeah, I hope so too. I like you, Fiona. Oh.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat.
Oh, we found out about this warrior of light, apparently.
As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood.
Okay, it's good we don't tell you that we were once warriors of light, but sure.
The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
Yeah, it was fun.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
I always get worried
Forgive
whenever
me.
Alpha. Oh,
There is one more thing.
I was gonna say I always get worried whenever Alpha makes a proposal. That
A
usually means
personal
shit's about to go
concern of
down.
mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Is it about the Exarch? About salmon fillet.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
Also, I know it's filet chat, but I just keep falling to get filled up for some reason. Salmon fillet. Hey, what's going on? Immediate cutscene.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Yeah, I thought so.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
He seems a lot happier now, I guess, maybe?
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was.
I mean, he got another chance. We gave him another chance to live, and now he kind of sees it better. That he shouldn't have vested all his hopes on his own sacrifice.
He seems a different man. A younger man.
Hey, he's right here now.
I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
I mean, he gets a future now. I hope he does.
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
I can sleep us where we have chosen to be. Anchors, not our Arkans. He's lost without you now. He misses you already. Yeah, come back to him. He seems very sad that you're not around him all the time. You're distancing yourself.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
There we go. I like Lena a lot as a character. He is cool. I've not enjoyed this black screen sort of game, but it scared the fuck out of me because I keep thinking it's going to say, meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace or something. Facing the truth. Her mind at ease, Lena is ready to return to her duties. I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Right, bye, Lena. I guess I'll make my way back to the Crystarium too. In the ocular again. Okay, let's try and use thumbs up, shall we? Right, and we're here. Nice. Okay, let's go. I don't have business with the Crystarium. I got business with Alpha now, who I think is in here. Hey, buddy. The others were quite shocked to hear what we found in Lakeland. But now you're here, there is a proposal I would like to make. What is this, Alphino? Buddy? I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noticed more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspected they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well they should, but only everything I've come across describes them as senators, or worse. Regardless whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance, in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors, may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I am not surprised to see their roles distorted and them painted as villains. Were not for the record stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Fortunately, that knowledge was of no use. When I first arrived in there first, the reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remain those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the flood. Considering all the good they have done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Robert. That's a cheer that can be spoken of in the same breath as Senators is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they are the cause of the flood. With the words on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for warriors of light to become villains, deserving only resentment and hate. At the point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbur who helped you overcome Emmet Selk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who knew him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphino's plan. We call together the people of the Crystal and recount them the true tale of the Warriors of Light, and the flood that followed in their wake. We don't really know what happened though, do we? Like, we don't know what happened that led up to the actual flood. We just know they killed some Ascians and that caused the rejoining to start. Well, what say you, Xigbar? I say, spread the word. I wish we had done this sooner. I kind of wish we did this sooner. In hindsight, I agree, but better late than never, no? Excellent. When I asked you to continue working with Beckluck on our means of returning home, the rest was to see to gathering the people of the Crystal and the XIV. We have to reach out to everyone, and anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread, and more will accompany them. Let's restore some faith, shall we? Some reputations, I guess. There could be no darkness without light, and so as Ardbur was there in your hour of need, the people must be told. I have seen many a great and terrible thing in my long life, as have the fickle and excellent, no doubt. Oh man, I can see this. His memory is short, his heart fickle. Let us pray that your word reaches him. I hope so, hopefully. I mean, can you forgive the people who caused the destruction of your world? Maybe. Kind of like the Heavensward argument, right? Like, both sides. Well, there's only really one side here. Like, they didn't cause the flood. I mean, they kind of did a little bit, but that was the Ascians' fault, wasn't theirs? We've got a lot of people to talk to, haven't we? Okay, let's get doing this then, shall we? Xigbar, my, what a wonderful surprise. Well, I hope you being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my doors of late, which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had a few opportunities to test my new medicines. Oh. I jest, of course. It's been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. You've got to go to the place. The truth about the Warriors of Light? But the Exarch has always spoken to me about them. Well, if there's more to tell, I'd very much like to hear it. Or does she know, I guess, maybe? No, this can't be. Surely there was at least one book here that does not cast the Warriors of Light and the dead and their deeds in such a negative light. Oh, hey, Moan, how's it going, buddy? Oh, Xigbar, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our responsibility lacks for the knowledge we seek. The people wish to know the truth of the flood, of the Warriors of Light. They are searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin-eaters, abominations worthy only of scorn and resentment. I know they are not always judged so harshly, so yeah, I can find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian. Don't worry, I'm gonna call it out. We would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light, of the flood. How wonderful! You've regaled me the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Nice. Bring all the friends and family. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Grenell not long ago. There's a visit from the Crystarian found him at the bottom of the ocean, and then he inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, but I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. Wow. I'm sorry, you mean the Exile didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Or whatever his lesson said, I'm all ears. Sounds like a plan. Come to Baal's wares in the market, have you? Well, I can guarantee you have no trouble finding what you need. Whatever it may be, under Yomore's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that a fellow from Dale the Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Although one of the business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before all of Norvand reaps the benefits, but you've not come here to talk of the market. Something on your mind? Yeah, I've got a thing. I see. The Exile didn't mention they had something to do with your return in the night to Norvand. Alright, consider my interest piqued. And finally... Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you to be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy to by half. I don't mind it though, seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement. One can almost forget the flood ever happened. Oh, oops. Warriors of Light. Yes, the Exile have mentioned them before, but everyone knows them now as the cardinal virtues. Or are you suggesting there's more to it than that? But they're not evil. Well, you've got to say us wrong, so I wanted to hear what you have to say. Alright, done. People have been taught to, and now we can get this recontextualization underway. Oh boy, everyone's here. Those I spoke with at the Orchard and the Rookery were quite keen to hear what we have to say. For as much hope as they have for the future, the scars that will pass weigh heavy on them still. This outfit looks very snug and very comfy. Mine's more, this will take me 5 hours to put on, but I enjoy. Tis good to see the people of the Crystarium so eager to learn the truth, and with this newfound knowledge of the past, they will all at last be able to look to the future with eyes unclouded. There you are. Between the fours, I dare say you set the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now what we need but wait for the Crystal people to gather. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people here. No pressure then, Alphino. You got this in the bag. I feel like it should come for someone they trust more, like
yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
I don't talk, Alphino. I don't really do the talking that much. No.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
This is like a mini game. I have to say the white stuff.
In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Fine. I'll be your speech, your author. I've got a big story to tell you guys. In 3.3, there was a group of people, and they tried to kill me, but then they became good, and they sacrificed themselves. Yeah, they were very nice. That bird was not that big though, that's a lie. It was much smaller back then. And our bird was very cool, I guess. He had a nice axe, which allowed... Yeah, there it is. He came to our first, and he tried to kill us, but that was not good at all, so... We got help from a person called Minfilia, and Ouyang betrayed us, but then he didn't betray us, and that was pretty cool. And then we lost our Minfilia, and I was very sad about it, but you shouldn't think they're evil, because if they're evil, then that means that everyone is evil. Yeah, they stayed behind, they stopped the flood, but helped me kill the literal bane of evil of this world. So you have to thank him, you know? And he's very cool too, so that's one thing you should know about that. But I forget to mention the Saltery.
The Warriors of Light did all that?
Yeah.
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
It's not your fault. I mean, that's been left to history. You lost everything. We did it.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Nice. Is Ardbert here? Hey, Lena. Oh, he's in the background! Ah! Hey, buddy! Look how sexy he is! Oh, I mean, look how cool he looks.
Impossible.
You see him too? I mean, he's not got a spirit aura now.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
He doesn't like ghosts, I remember now.
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
Yeah. That boy Bert.
What in the world?
How? Uh-oh. Oh!
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
Yeah. Is he good though? I don't know. He just smiled. He didn't say anything.
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time. Though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
Oh my god! He's actually good! Nothing bad has happened to him. How is he alive? Oh boy!
People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
Oh yeah, you are.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
How are you not? How are you alive?
That I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I.
How?
I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home.
Not wrong. I can't stay here. Oh yeah, I don't come from here, by the way. I probably shouldn't have told you that.
But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
Excuse me? Everyone? What? Everyone's a warrior of light. You're a warrior of light. He's a warrior of light. We're a warrior of light. I'm a warrior of light. Everyone's a warrior of light. What do you mean, Albert?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure.
So was I, mate.
But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Hell yeah, buddy. You came at a perfect time too. You added to my speech and everything. But how are you alive? You need to tell us how you survived. Well, didn't survive, how you came back to life. It makes no sense.
From
What's
thine
wrong?
own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. But whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
Yeah, for now you do that. How is he alive? Ow, how is this possible? Is it a blessing? Is it a good thing he's alive? I don't know. He could be evil. I trust that boy though. I don't want to think he's bad.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
Sounds like him.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No, absolutely not. It looks like him and sounds like him, but it isn't him. I'm going the first one. It might be him, but it can't be. He's dead.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
I like that there was no option to say yes. I think he might have come back.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Mind, body, soul. We know those three are there. If his soul is with us, maybe that's his mind and his body. He's still got his memories, he's still got his
Yet
body.
that which standeth now
but his
before the
soul's not
people
gone.
is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
You don't think? Wait, no, it could be, yeah. An
But he's
Ascian.
an Ascian.
Yeah.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree.
Well, why would he incite their happiness? Why would he do that? It makes no sense.
From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus.
Elidibus.
Why would he do this? Why would he incite them like this?
That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first.
He did say he had a trick up his sleeve, like a way he could deal with the Warrior of Light for forever.
It is quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Oh, that boy!
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Did the Thancred? Well, he wasn't dead,
Verily.
but it's Xenos.
For they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them.
So we need to just find out.
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Fuck, remember that? Remember that fucking plot point? All the way back in Realm Reborn? That was ages ago.
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
In this case,
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion.
Well, if we remember correctly, from what Thancred said about him getting possessed, he said he was at his lowest point, and the Ascian took that moment to take him over. In our case, we are filled with so much light, I guess, and we have our blessing from Hydaelyn, perhaps. That's what protects us from the influence of Zodiac.
Mayhap the blessing of light
There we go.
shield Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps?
Maybe.
Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Why would he do it? Makes no logical sense.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful.
Yeah.
Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
Yeah, it feels kind of cruel that he's possessed right now. I feel like his storyline is over, and him being back makes me sad.
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Do you want him to know that we're onto him or not?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Okay, we're hoping nothing bad happens to Alphino, so... Shit! That's certainly a revelation, at least. Our boy has been taken over by a horrible Ascian. We were a hair's breadth from defeat when we faced Emmett Selk, and now I must contend with yet another Ascian. We must tread carefully. I think Elidibus is smarter when it comes to that. Like, he's not just gonna let himself get killed. Emmett feels like a character who was held back in the past, and the only thing he wanted was to bring back his people. And he was probably the most sympathetic out of the Ascians, I feel. Larabaeus is insane, so him dying makes sense. Like, he just, you can see it happening. He was too full-hearted, and he got killed for it. While Emmett, he has like this honor, which holds him back from doing, you know, what Elidibus is going to do. So that makes Elidibus probably the scariest out of the three Ascians, I think. Asleep disturbed. Followed by the Exarch deliberates your next move. That Tico, we're going back there. You did well to dispel the falsehoods surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the Flood. Well, I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who much appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yormore, after the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yormore, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight, prayed that these fallen heroes be born again with their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. 'Tis a pity, I think, that the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yormore, prayed that these fallen heroes be born again with their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino's return if soon, with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to apprise Franklin and Rhul of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall have no doubt what need of their strength. Yeah. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beckluck and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that I might one day carry you home. Then I think it's time I return to the Greatwood. Until now, everything we have learned the Assassins have been handed us at their leisure, but that was one of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fanau that hereafter unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Cortana Ravel. Almut believes the relics within tell us of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization. They are the Assyrians, perhaps. They may lead us to the truth we seek. Would you care for company? Yes, go together, buddies, the Stoller buddies. I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you're ready, make for now. Almut and the sisters will be expecting us. Let us be about our task. Pray give my regards to the Vis. Just don't throw yourself into a hole again, Ishtola, please. Well, I'd like to join you in untangling the Yassun's machinations. I think it best I stay here and devote my energies to find a way to deliver the science back into the source. I will help the Exarch in any way I can, but the key to solving our problem lies with him and the Alec and I. Alright, to Fatigue we go, I guess. I'll use the power of fast travel, I think. Oh, it's raining here. Oh, wow. Hey, Tyler. Let us pay these new ruins and not as unwelcoming as the last. You look as if you haven't seen us in an age. Is the passage of time really all that different for you, Dran? Oh, is that why I am? Am I Dran? I think I am, actually. The allies of Vonka. My, it feels as if an age has passed since you last graced us with your presence. Welcome, allies of Vonka. We have accomplished much since last you came. The light world dead and its millions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting ground near the Digger Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we returned to the innermost chamber were warded by magic. We were all in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom can prove invaluable. We may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see, and it is good you have come. For Vonka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. It is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the innermost chamber unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent if it lies within. Come now, surely any threat sleep within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. It's not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. That face! Oh, and who is it pining for the return of our allies so we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were... You promised not to tell! Oh! Then I suggest we be going. Get back here! I enjoy. Remind me, how exactly old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's best for the better I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature, and then save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I would understand full well their enthusiasm, and if not for your meticulous efforts to protect the ruins, we will not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I may have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let's make for the Katana Ravel. Indeed we shall. Is it gonna be like the one we did before? Like in the instance in the temple? That'd be cool. I enjoyed that last time. Fast travel. I smell something. It smells like a shooty instance. Da-da-da! Even Emma itself was taken aback to find a more illustrating the final days in these ruins. What surprises do you suppose yet lie within? Maybe more about the history, I guess? What caused it in the first place? We don't really know what caused it. I kind of think we should find out. If you're oddly ill-equipped to venture inside, but with you here, I'm sure things will work out. Ready when you are. Alright, let's do it then. It's most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care in breaking the seal on the chamber doors. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. Oh shit! It's cutscenes are playing series! Here we go! Oh shit! Right. Okay. Let's proceed, shall we? Cutscenes will play in series. Kinda. To an extent. Oh, what is this? There's a really cool instance down here.
Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
And to become Indiana Jones 2, Temple of the Ishtola. It does feel like one big Indiana Jones special, which I quite enjoy. Or Uncharted.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast.
Oh, what is it?
Though that much is plain from its proportions.
A nightmare.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
You
Why you
terrible sisters. Anyway.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
Don't take it off. Leave it there.
The sealed door lies ahead.
I feel that a little bit of levity is about to become not levity, and bad things are about to happen. Hopefully not, though. We need another owl statue then.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
I remember that. I had to go for like a light show to make sure we didn't get seen. Maybe?
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism.
Maybe this will come to life and try and kill us.
Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Oh no, is it gonna come alive? But it's not what it can't be, it's too old.
But I only...
It's a statue.
What is happening?
Whoa!
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
It does live. That's not good.
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Combat time! What is it? Oh! Wait, what? No, what do you mean? What? Ah! Bye, I guess. I'm on my own. This does not bode well for the others, I don't think. I'll be fine. I got... Oh, hey. What? What? She became a card! Oh no, my dreams are coming true. Oh no. What? Wait, are we playing cards? No! No! We're playing cards. I don't know how to play. No. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. 4 souls have I bound. Yet to heroes proven learned and wise, a combat soul shall be their prize. Oh, so you want me to do stuff? Okay. If you would set this and to me these videos free. Uh-oh! Xigbar's gonna use his brain. Death to poor, with kin do I vie. With sword apart, betterment of the whole, do our efforts describe. Death to poor, with kin do I vie, with sword apart, betterment of our whole, do our efforts describe. Deaf to poor. So deaf means no, right? I forgot what that means, that word. Deft. Oh no, it means skillful and poor. Oh, so co then. Right? Oh. I don't know! They're speaking in Oyongji talk! No! Oh, I fucked up. Well, that's a wolf, obviously. Why is that one easy, but the first one was fucking horrible? At least I saved someone. I think I lost one of their sisters, so I think they're dead. Oops. Hey! How's it going, Seaman? Why do I call, but my strength just what I do vain when I was. Snake. I do together in time to spend my head. Yeah, Ronka. I got the spirit of Ronka with me. We just lost her, I guess. That was free. Yeah, play another game. We're gonna have to fight something now. Maybe me getting them back was a way for me to have to do stuff. Minor memory, choose wisely, and you will all may get go free. Okay. How do I know? How do I know? Is there something different about them, maybe? I didn't see that scene, man. I was looking at the talismans. What were you saying? Yeah, you got something to say, maybe? Again? Seema? Do you know? The meaning to their arrangement. No, my brain does not function like this, game. Why I got it right? Wait, what? Wait, no, I didn't get it right. Hold on, what is this? This one. I didn't even like. I was guessing there. I was fucking guessing. No. Oh shit, okay, here we go. We're fine. I don't know what the puzzle is here. I don't know what it's trying to ask us to do. Ishtola, do you know maybe? Ishtola, hey buddy. Do you know what we're meant to do here? They're going for a dialogue again, I think. No! Oh! We'll wait again, I guess. It's kind of annoying. I kind of wish this went. Just when I interact with them, it would give it. But no. Hey! Got something you want to say, Ishtola? They all appear blank to my eye. These two will be evil. Well, the good news is, you definitely know what the last one is at least. There we go, we did it. Nice. The trial and fucking error. Hey, you did die there, but I saved you in the end, at least. More trial? What is this? I would first take the measure of your worth. I'm pretty worth it. Look at this. Oh. I was gonna do a thumbs up, but I guess not. Oh. One of you, she who must be strong of mind, body, and soul. We're gonna fight you? Oh yeah, here we go. And this is what I was spending fighting here in the ruins. Yeah, fight them, yeah. Okay, get out, find out, yeah. What would happen if we failed this? Would we ever have to what's that? Yeah. Would we have had to fight less people, I wonder? Maybe? That would have been an interesting set piece, to say the least. On one of these things. Oh, what's happening to me? Oh no! Ah! Oh, you want to take the timbers? Okay, I see. Oh! I'm okay now. Again? Oh! This time we got it. Yeah. Directional lasers, so that was smart to do that. I don't know what it would do, but I'm glad I did that. No! Time to go, move! Doing it now. This isn't too bad so far. has begun. I wouldn't say that. Let's see your health bar, mate. Enemy? Oh, I'm poisoned. Gather around? Yeah. Oh, you got like a bubble that's up in the poison. Nice. Oh, what are these things? Okay, bye. Fuck him up! Fuck you, boss! Think you're gonna kill me with fiddles? Yeah, try again, mate! Try another. Oh. We're okay, we're okay. Well, I fought here. The trials complete. The way is open, and thus I concede defeat. Hi, Durgan. Or not like Durgan, like a weird monster thing. But they burn exhausting ordeal, nevertheless. You did it. Now, whenever it says cutscenes or playing series, I keep thinking it's gonna do a trial now in between. Like the first time it was cutscenes and series, but they can just like separate them out now, so I think this is what they're going to do in terms of cutscenes and playing series from now on. At least ever since we first played as Alpha, I think.
'Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
So we've learned nothing then. You didn't die, Yuma. I didn't save you. That would have been bad if I couldn't.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
What is it? What's in here? Even looking at right now. It's important though, Shadowbang assume is playing.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
Warrior of light, maybe? Darkness?
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna?
Oh.
A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I noticed the meteorites too.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo.
Had the echo, like one of the first people to have it, I guess.
In which
maybe.
case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might.
Mightn't we? What do you mean? Confused.
Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel.
Yeah, we saw like meteorites crashing into the planet. I mean, in Amarot.
Moreover,
anyway.
does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot?
Yeah. Remember that?
The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory, but if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar.
Oh, it's an interesting theory.
I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence.
Like, why do we have the echo? Why did Hydaelyn bless us? It has to do with this calamity.
Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
You must recall Emmett's Selk's dying request. Yeah. Remember us.
Remember us.
We once lived. Good words spoken by a great character.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin.
Boy.
But we have disturbed you not long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Yeah, let's go back. We learned some interesting stuff today about the Echo and its origins. This weird mural. And we got to answer riddles poorly, by the way. I still don't know how I solved the card thing, but I somehow did. We learned nothing of the Ashians, but the potential link between the Echo and the pre-internal star showers is intriguing. Tiana's reason I took up spellcraft, you know. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine her tomb would be found, let alone that we would be the ones to have the honor to do so. I sorely underestimated the defense of these ruins. Perhaps Tiamat was right to urge caution. By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of history learned and not lived. The legend of Tiana and their exploits have been told countless times over the centuries, yet as it is handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling the tale there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the changes you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone, and though it too will change in time, I swear to you we shall do our best to preserve your story. Thank you. I hope you forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we could never bespeak of your heroism. Perhaps perish the thought. So long as we are here, there are none among the V's who will not know of all you have done for Norvrand. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. We're certain we will have our own tale to tell of the great guardians of Utica and the ruins of Ronka. I pray your safe return then, as ever we shall await your return with open arms. Wow. That was an interesting quest, I would say. What do you think, Ishtola? An old friend. By all rights, you should retire to the Castellum, but Ishtola does not seem ready to return. Although we have learned naught of the Assyrians, the insight we gained to the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we returned to Castellum, however, there was a small matter I would attend to in the Xigbar. Might I trouble you to come with me? Okay. We can go see our boy. Thank you. After we arrive, we shall have a brief word of Runa. Right. Good talking to you guys. So long as we this live, we shall preserve the truth of your deeds. In the short time we've known you, it feels as though we've experienced a lifetime of adventures. Adventures we will not like to forget. Let's require a numeral in your honour and as a record for... Okay, I read that, I think. I remember that dialogue. Right. Let's thumbs up our way to the next area, shall we? Runa appears to be characteristically high spirits. Xigbar, it's good to see you. You arrived at a most opportune moment. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I'll ready a place for you. I'm sorry, Runa, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. It will only take a moment. Oh, My apologies, Xigbar. It seems our returns to Castellum will be delayed. But perhaps only for a bit, if you assist me in my work. I say work, but it is rather more chore. I must clean my chambers here in Xigbar from top to bottom. If you'd be so kind as to go and fetch a broom from Xigbar. What are you talking about? We might finish before Runa is done cooking. What? Why are we cleaning your chambers? I didn't agree to this. Why are we doing this task, Ishtola? I wasn't expecting this of all things. A broom for Master Matoyo? I cannot imagine why she would need such a thing, but here you are. It is old but sturdy and sure to suffice. Are we going to be cleaning someone's room? Is that what we're doing? Is what we have like right now? I mean, I'm nothing against it, but... Sure, okay. We'll do chores with our mother. Why not? Ishtola, why are we doing this? I trust Xigbar was able to find a broom for us. I mean, I guess, yeah. This well-worn broom has seen many a spring and summer in Xigbar, swishing and sweeping, sweeping and swishing. Well worn. Good. This would prove difficult otherwise. But I must say I think I did rather well for not having a broom thus far. Sure. You got like books on the floor too. Yes, well, you weren't buried me with a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right, anyway, it is time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. Okay, so what should you clean, I guess. Why? Oh, you're not going to actually clean, are you? You're going to enchant it like Master Matoyo. You didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself. Or rather, it will be. Ahem. Becoming more like Master Matoyo every day. Shola. I enjoy it. Under wise. Swish and sweep. A tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound, until no dust is to be found. Oh my god, it became an adorable little broom guy. In this one's particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Matoyo's footsteps. Future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties. Maintaining clean quarter for said pursuit. You're inspiring on us, Runa. I don't miss this place. These people. Oh, she's leaving. Oh, poor Runa and everyone here. She did describe him as a deeply emotional people. Master Batoil, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. Oh. I have to say goodbye, I think. It's been here 3 years, well, at least 2 years, anyway. They're going to enjoy her company. Say goodbye, though. What's happening to you? Do we have a quiet? No, everything is fine. I assure you. It's been a long day is all. I see. Are we really having this like out in the rain? It's horrible right now. Ah! I'm gonna get hypothermia. Is the fire gonna stay lit? I hope so. It's taller. Thank goodness you're still here. Oh, what is this? Oh. Okay, that was no one's voice. That's just all of them combined together. Oh, for no. I thought you were following Albert. I was, for I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse every elm of Northrend in his quest to spread the truth of the warrior of light and the flood. And it seems news of your address to the Crystarian precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen what end he encourages the people to become warriors of light themselves. But there is no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Yeah, well, we all agree this is just another Ashen ploy, yeah? They've commandeered corpses before, and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's out of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is in all likelihood Xigbar. Alice, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about Howick and the others, you needn't be. The treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest. So, I believe we're about to discuss how to arrange a meeting of our would-be warriors of light. Obviously, in any town or villages, either to hunt down a nearby senator to earn a local's trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Fan could have been a return from the empty and had taken up the search. Oh, yay! Green believes one may lurk beneath the boughs of woven oath. Then that is where we all start our search. Master Matoyo. A warm bottle of still will be waiting your return. I look forward to it. I do not know where this is going, but I'm worried and I feel bad for Runar and I feel bad for Ishtola. I'm very sad that they have to leave each other. And it looks like she has a home here, and it's sad to see her go. And Credo. It's been so long, buddy. I mean, it has that I went to Eden and I talked to you there, but it's been so long. Glad I have a boner. Ah, civilizations never change. There we are. Hey, buddy. Been too? They can sense no other senators in the area. Hope this means Arbor will be coming this way soon.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Assuming he does.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
Hey, we're looking for Eden, right?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world. So we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
When isn't it though, Thancred?
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
It is.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
I mean, Arbut will stand no chance if he tries to fight us, so.
Our quarry has come.
It. Hey, buddy, it's time for us to fucking talk. Like it's raining right now, it's
It
good.
seems I've lost this particular race.
So, are you at Arbut or you're an
Although I suppose
Ascian?
it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
Hey, stop lying. You can drop the facade now. It was Ravana too anyway, but that's besides the point.
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Yeah, that's Eto.
Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
Dead, mate. Oh, I wanted it to be him so much. I thought you were supposed to be good at this.
Very well. Let us forego
I like
this pretense.
the marks there, that's cool.
After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive.
People. Oh, our buddy!
Yes, it is I. Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words.
I'm wondering if there's more to this for Ledibus. It would make sense for there to be
Remember
more.
that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Yeah, he's your buddy, isn't he? Spent your lifetime with him. At least as a friend, maybe.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable. But I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are.
Fuck.
Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves.
What do we forget, though? I don't understand. Tell us. Enlighten us, Eledibus.
There is no common ground to be found between you and I. Nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Waiting. What? I'm wondering, because like he said, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about any common ground, he just wants to do what he needs to do. He didn't really have any emotional response like Emmett did.
We have confirmed the identity of our foe, at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But how would this affect the rejoining?
We still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries.
Now? Is it still there?
Whether
I
we
assume
are to
so.
exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little.
Ere
our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself.
Sounds like a plan!
In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
We learned a little bit from going there, about how they work.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
I agree. It is ought to be learned. I want to know. As long as you don't have to maybe do any more chores. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. The music stopped. I've inferred her wrath.
Keep that up and I'll send you to bed without supper.
Mother, please! I'm sorry, Mummy! Oh!
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
I'm sorry, Mother. Oh.